Actually, I made a huge mistake when I was talking about this macro lens, especially on this Insta360 Ace Pro 2. And in this video, I'm just going to address this mistake in this quick video. So let me show you that. Hello everyone, I hope you are all good and welcome back to this new video on my channel. I promise this is gonna be real quick. It's gonna be about the macro lens on the Insta360 Ace Pro 2. Actually, when I made this video, I didn't realize that we had the focus peaking available on this camera, and that's something amazing. I thought that this should arrive in the firmware update, but actually it was here, but I didn't notice it. So in order to activate it, or let me show it to you. I don't know if you can see on the screen. So once you have this macro lens on your camera and you go to the menu here to pick the close-up lens, you have on the bottom this focus peaking display. You have to turn it on, and if you turn it on, then you will have those peaking in red lines. I don't know if we can change that, but at least they are here. I'm going to the settings now to see if I can change them to different colors. No, we cannot. So basically this is it. You can change, or you can have this focus peaking when you're shooting with the macro lens, and that's something crazy on these cameras. That means that the camera or the lens is communicating with the camera, and you can tweak your focus according to your liking, and that's something nice, especially when you combine that with this huge screen here on this camera. So if you are vlogging, now you can vlog at a very close distance, and you can get your focus correct. So now I am at maybe 11 centimeters, I don't know, but I can see that my eyes are highlighted or with that zebra or with that red line around it, showing that it is in focus. And if I turn it away, so now if I get the camera, well, I cannot be, maybe this is it, at 75 centimeters approximately, and I take it close, so now the focus is not on my eyes anymore. That's very interesting, really. That's very interesting from Insta360 to have this feature on this camera, and I really appreciate that. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, don't forget to hit like, to subscribe, to ring the bell so you'll not miss any upcoming posts. And if you see that I forgot to mention things on a camera, do not hesitate to write that in the comment section. Just be respectful, because we are all humans. We can all make mistakes, we can all miss things. But usually when I make my videos, I try the settings that I will use on a daily basis, and I don't go into some other settings that I won't use. For example, I got some comments about the portrait mode on the DJI Action 6, and I replied that this portrait mode is not good yet. It's not finished yet. We need some upgrades or some updates for that mode, because we cannot shoot in 4K 50, 4K 120. It's limited to 4K 30 maximum. We cannot shoot vertical, which is the main reason for the Osmo Action 6 to exist. And we, on this portrait mode, we cannot use it in low light mode, in super night mode, and it's a separate menu. So if you would like to go to that menu, to that mode, you have to verify the sharpness, the noise, and all the other settings, because on DJI, when you go from a menu or from a mode to another, you don't get all your parameters or all your settings from one mode to another. You have to dial them again. While on the Insta360, you switch between matrix and face exposure, and you keep the other settings as they are. So this is the difference, and I think DJI will address that in a firmware update. That's why I didn't mention that in my first initial thoughts about this Osmo Action 6, but that's gonna come in some other videos, of course. So stay tuned for more content and see you on another video. Now we have the focus peaking on this Insta360 Ace Pro 2 here, and that's insane. Ciao for now.